Oh, the big night tonight is here. Perth Arena, Game 2 of the Grand Final Series. Wildcats 1-0 over Sydney. Good to see you, champ. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's 2 games in the next 48 hours, and if we can win both, then, this time next week we'll have the championship trophy, but obviously we know we've got a lot of work to do between now and then, but you can't help but think about holding up that trophy.
Of course.
Yeah. Now, have you grown the bad boy facial hair so that you're more threatening to the opponents, or is it because you've been so busy flying in and out that you simply haven't had time to shave?
Yeah, I don't think they're threatened by it, that's for sure. It's a poor man's... It's more of a neck beard than anything. But no, as soon as we qualify for finals, we've had a rule in years gone by that you've got to grow the finals beard. So no trimming, no nothing. And, some guys just flat out can't grow facial hair, so we make fun of them. But on the extreme other end is Trevor Gleeson, where it all connects. Like, it's neck beard down. You don't want to know.
Well, it's a full bear suit.
Oh, his wife, when we got together, Trevor always gets, wives and partners and the players there to thank the partners for everything they do during the regular season, and then say, look, we know that we're going to ask a lot more of you over the next, 3 or 4 weeks of the finals campaign. And then his wife got up and said, do we have to do finals beard this year? At least let my husband shave his neck beard because it does not look good. But no, that's all out there. It's not a pretty look, but the idea is it's the basketball that's important, not how we look as players.
True. I saw him on the telly. He looks like he's auditioning for the next instalment of Teen Wolf.
It's
full on.
Just a bit older than Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if it goes to all 5 games, it's going to continue growing for another 3 weeks. Like, it's crazy. So that's Trev after only a week. Imagine another fortnight's time.
A lot of talk about fever at the moment, but I tell you what, Bryce Cotton fever is out there. I mean, it's almost as if people forget each year just how good a player he is, and they're reminded every time he does something amazing.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's gone from being a grand final MVP when we flew him in with 6 weeks to go in the regular season to NBL MVP, to runner-up MVP, to NBL MVP. So as far as the last 3.5 years go that he's been on our shores, it's got to be the greatest 3.5 years any individual player's had in the NBL. Yeah. And if he can continue this form for the next 3, 4, 5 years, then those talks of being one of the greatest of all time is certainly deserved.
Yeah, already there's a lot of those Ricky Grace type comparisons, aren't there? And that's bizarre because he was such a great player for such a long period of time.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Ricky obviously had that longevity that Bryce hasn't had yet, but as far as sheer ability, Bryce is as good a teammate as I've ever had. And I don't say that lightly because I've had a teammate like James Ennis, Sean Redditch, Matty Knight, so on and so forth. But Bryce is an absolute superstar, and to put on 32 points, game 1 of the grand final. I don't know how they're going to address the game tonight, Sydney, from a defensive point of view, but he's a superstar.
Game 2, do we have to beware of Casper Ware? Because he hasn't been necessarily at his best.
Yeah, definitely. There's a reason why he's one of the best players in the league, and he might have been upset with his game 1 performance, but we know that if we take any possessions off, the reality is he was inches away from hitting a game-winning shot. True. And I'd be sitting here down 0-1, and we'd be talking about Casper the hero. So that's sport for you. It's a matter of inches, and tonight, if we don't play him every single possession, he can embarrass us, and they can get the win. So he's a hell of a player, and we're not taking him lightly.
Now, it wouldn't be the news if they didn't talk about the threat of coronavirus to you guys because you were on a plane with a confirmed case. Obviously, you weren't sitting near the person. They've already said that you were a distance from them. But you're professional athletes, right? So your head is still on the game. You're not being distracted by those sorts of things going on in the background.
No, I was driving and I got a phone call from Ryan Daniels from Channel 7, and he goes, "Oh, look, sorry to just call you out of the blue, but I've just heard a rumour that you guys are on a plane with coronavirus." I've got my 2 daughters in the back, Maggie and Bonnie. I hope not. So that was news to me. But then about an hour or 2 later, the club did release a statement that, apparently someone on the flight has been a confirmed case. Touch wood, everyone feels good, but as far as I'm concerned, we're good to go for the game tonight, and everyone's healthy.
I mean, can I ask, just in a human way, because you're the first person that I know that has been in that situation, what advice were you guys given, and how do you feel about it?
We were spoken to by our physio in the lead up to the trip, so even prior to that flight, we were spoken to about coronavirus, how it's caught, and just the little things you can do to try and prevent it. So it's amazing the simplicity of washing your hands. But Jesse Wagstaff, who doesn't believe in water, we all looked at him and said, "Mate, it's time you start showering." No, washing your hands. And the biggest thing and it's funny, I think because I'm growing this poor attempt of a beard, how itchy I get is simply keeping your hands away from your nose and mouth.
Yes.
And I didn't realise how often I touch it, but I think someone told me it's about 80 times a day you move your fingers towards your face. And I'm like, so now it's like when you tell someone, is your head itchy? itchy, all of a sudden becomes itchy. Now I can't stop touching
Mate,
my
can you
my
stop
poor
talking
kid.
about it?
Yeah, I know. Get it away. Keep the hands away.
Just want to pick my nose. Oh, mate, being the nicest guy in sport, you don't want to go onto a plane and shake hands with everyone or lick their entertainment screen. You just got to do the right thing.
That's right. I was surprised you guys shook my hand, so I appreciate that. It's a
Oh.
test now whenever I meet someone, whether they just want to click feet or if they're actually going to shake my hand.
It's the last one for the year. We're done now.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
Can't
it.
not shake your hand, man. We love you. You know that.
No, it's well. Hopefully, this time next week we're not shaking the hand. We're also holding the trophy. But yeah, bring on tonight. Sydney Kings, minor premiers, but you wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah,
Go
Cats.
and get those Kings tonight and be Kings. Good on you, bud.
Cheers, guys.